Hey everybody, hello, it's Jennifer at Studio J Company. Happy Tuesday. I was about to say Wednesday. Happy Tuesday. So come on in. We're in an event today. So as you pop in, say hi. Let me know you're here if you're watching the replay. So if you don't see that red live button up there, you're watching the replay. If you are watching the replay, just comment #replay and I'll know you came by. But if you do see that red live button, I'm here, live, real time. Hey, Krista. So Michelle is finishing up right now at Basement Crafting with Michelle. Hey, Cindy. So I'm going to let her finish up. I'm just a minute or two early. And y'all, I've been doing this it's kind of a big project. I was doing some prep work while I was watching Michelle. Hey, Carolyn. Hello. Hey, Krista. Hey, Sandy. So okay. I guess it was a couple weeks ago, I found this big, I think it's resin. I found this big rabbit at Ross. And it was a dark green, almost a black, greenish black. And I painted it to look like a one of those concrete statues like you see like in garden centers and stuff like that. So it just looked like concrete. So the other day I was in there and I found a dog like that, about the same color, but it's a dog with a little butterfly on its nose. And so I was like, it's pretty big. So I got it and I thought I'm gonna paint that and give it a makeover. Hey, Diane. Hey, Brenda. So so I was putting a primer on it while I was watching Michelle, and it took me a while. I'm glad I did that because I still haven't totally finished it, but I want to get started. I'm going to try to paint it the colors of Maggie, one of my dogs, because it reminds me of her. Now, it's not going to be as fluffy, like shaggy as her. I posted a picture of it. Was it this morning or yesterday? So it's more of a smoother looking puppy, but I'm going to paint it in her colors. But Maggie loves to chase butterflies and bees. She's so distracted by all that stuff out in the yard. And when I saw this dog with this butterfly on its nose, I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of Maggie. So I'm going to try to paint it in her colors. She's Golden Retriever and German Shepherd, and you can see both in her. I mean, she's got like the hair and the body. Well, she's got the hair, but her body shape is kind of, well, if she'd lose some weight, when we got her, she had like the shape of a German Shepherd, but now she's kind of fat. But I'm gonna try to paint these colors. So it's probably not gonna look exactly like her, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. And you know what? I just noticed I could see some comments, and then all of a sudden, all I see is names. Wait, I see. Okay, Amanda. Hey, Amanda. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, so I posted a picture of what it looked like before. It was this black. It was like a blackish green color. You can kind of see it there still. So, but look, see the butterfly is broken. It's like half a butterfly. So they discounted it because it's the only one they had. And I was like, dang, the butterfly is broken half. Like one side of it's broken off. But what I'm going to do is try to find, hey, Nora. Thank y'all for sprinkling. Hey, Mary. So, I want to try to find like a metal, almost like some gaudy, you know how sometimes at like garage sales and thrift stores and stuff like that, you find like an old necklace, like an old pendant or a pin or I don't know, something. I want to try to find a butterfly. I know I've seen them in the past, and something metal maybe, because I was thinking I could make a bumblebee out of wood beads, but you know, like wood beads and some black wire or something like that. Hey, Wendy. But I think I want to, I'm going to leave this because I'm afraid when I pull it off, it might leave like a little hole or something. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go with this broken butterfly for right now. But I'm really gonna just focus on the doggy. Okay. So what I did. Hey Donna. Hello. So like I said, I just did I did a primer in this Waverly chalk paint in mineral. That's the color I used when I did that bunny to look like cement or concrete or whatever it is. So, hey Lisa, I wanted to put a primer on here. Now, if it doesn't work out, if it looks silly, I can always just paint over it, you know, and just take it back to looking like a concrete garden statue. Okay, so but it's big. It was y'all, it was at Ross. It was $16.99, but because the butterfly was broken, they took 10% off. I feel like the bunny that I got like this, the little foot was broken. Well, there was like a little hole in the bottom of the foot, and I feel like they took 20% off. I don't know, but I was like, I would have gotten it anyway, even if he said he wouldn't take anything off. So let's. Okay, so here's the colors Maggie is. So I grabbed this territorial beige. It's apple barrel. So I think, what do y'all think? I think this might be a good base coat for her. And then like she's got, you know, she's got some white. She's really shaggy. So this dog is not shaggy at all. Did you make another half out of... I might be able to make another half. I don't know. I think, I feel like it might just be easier to just replace it. Yeah, it could look like the butterfly has its wings together. I don't know. I feel like I've seen metal butterfly, like gaudy old jewelry that was like in bad shape and stuff. So I feel like I've seen something. I'm going to see if I see something. If not, then I'll do something different. Who knows? I might find anything, a dragonfly or anything. She chases anything out there. Okay, so gonna back up a little bit. Y'all, the comments kind of come and go. So if I miss your comment, I do go back and watch the replay. I do want to say we are in an event today, and it's with the Stand Tall Crafting Group, and the link is in the description of the video. And also coming up after me is Misty at the Crafty Farmers. So I put her link there too. I tagged her. So let's get started. Let's see if we can do this. I got a lot of the territorial beige. That's the color I bought. I bought a ton of this because that was the color I used a lot on all my, I was on a gingerbread, just this craze back during the winter before the holidays. So I bought like a ton of this because this was my gingerbread color. So I have several bottles. So hopefully I have enough to go far enough. All right, so get a good brush. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of napkins. I'm so excited. This is so funny. And I had this out on the porch, and Cooper kept going by and sniffing it like, where did that come from? I have to tell y'all something funny. I'll post a picture of it, but I've got this bird. It's not a bird house. It looks like a hut. I got it at Lowe's last year. Well, I never hung it. It's for birds. It's like a little, it's made out of grapevine and moss. But anyway, it looks like a little gazebo hut thing. And I guess you can put bird seed in it. Well, I found it in my garage. I was like, I never hung this. So I went out in the yard and I hung it on a branch in this tree that hangs over our backyard. Stella spotted it yesterday and lost her mind. She was barking and, I mean, just raising Cain. Greg's like, what is she barking at? I walked out there. I said, I don't know, but she's looking up and barking. And I went out there and said, she's barking at something in the tree. And I saw that bird, I guess it's like a bird feeder, bird house thing. She was going crazy. I had to take it down and let her sniff it so she would stop. But it's so funny how they notice things that were never there before. It's like, do I have the color chestnut? I don't think I do. Is that a chalk paint or regular paint? I don't think I do. Hey, Penny. Milo chases birds, squirrels, rabbits. Yes, they chase everything. But Maggie's the main one. Okay, I'm gonna give it a base coat of this brown. And it should go on pretty quick since I did a primer. Really, the primer is just that chalk paint. But pull it back a little bit. I'm gonna do the whole thing in this. Now, it's got its eyes closed. I don't know if y'all can see. Little eyes are closed, so I think that kind of makes it easier for me. But I think I could do Maggie. I'm pretty good at doing eyes. Like on painting, like on ceramics or stuff like that. Now, I can't draw people. I have never been able to do that. So I can't really like paint eyes. But if it's on something like this, I used to always love painting the eyes. It's pretty easy to me. But this one's got its eyes closed, so. But she has, I don't know if y'all remember when I first got Maggie, one of the things that everybody notices when they first see her, she looks like she's wearing winged eyeliner. Let me see if you can see it in this picture. Yeah. Look at her. Can you see her eyes? Every time somebody sees her, like if we take her to the vet or we take her out in public somewhere or somebody comes over, they're like, oh, you got your makeup on. Her eye, it looks like winged eyeliner. And it's on both eyes. It's like perfect. Let me see if I might have to do it on this one. Because that's like her, that's her little personality, her character. She's so pretty. Okay. So we will see. Y'all, I did not get on here at all this weekend. We've been working like outside in our yard. Well, around the house really. And because I feel like all the pollen, like we've had really bad pollen. Now I know it's still there because I can feel it. I can't breathe. But man, we got out there and pressure washed like some of the outdoor rugs. We pressure washed like we have a gazebo thing in the backyard and all the furniture and the rug that was on that. And I swear we must have stirred up all the pollen because I have not been able to breathe all weekend. And I take a Claritin. Every morning I take a Claritin. And I think Donna, one of my Donnas, said that she takes a Claritin and a Zyrtec, both. I didn't know you could take both. So I took both this morning because I have Zyrtec for Maggie because she has allergies, I think. Hey, Jenny. Hello. There's Michelle. Hey, Michelle. I was priming this while I was watching you. It was this black green color. But I'm going to try. I'm going to attempt to paint it these colors. I wish I had its mouth open because Maggie's, she's not missing. I thought she was missing a bottom tooth right in the front. But I think she's just kind of, her teeth are kind of crooked on the bottom. So it looks like there's a gap right there. It looks like she's missing a tooth. It's so cute. Call her Snaggy Maggie. She's Snaggletooth. Okay, so I'm going to see how time goes. If I start running out of time, if I don't get this whole thing painted, I at least want to get the face done with y'all. Because that's where all the rest of it's just going to be. I'm going to do it brown. And I'm going to do some white. And then I'll dry brush it to kind of make it all look softer. Kind of blend it in. But if y'all can think of any other ideas, I think clay is a good idea, but I do have to figure out, I just want to see if I can find a butterfly to replace that broken one. But if I can find like an old metal, a like an old piece of jewelry with kind of a tacky looking butterfly. I can fix it up. This is going to be outside, but it's going to be on a covered porch. So it's not like it's going to be like out in the yard. So I think it should be okay. Get under that ear. I knew if I didn't do that base coat first, I would probably spend my entire time on this event doing that. You saw the pic before? Okay, yeah, it was dark. And that's how that rabbit was. I don't know if y'all remember that big rabbit. I posted a picture of it. I love that thing. It's huge. I did 2 rabbits actually, but that one was really big. And it was the same price as this one. But I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. And I had this in my cart at Ross. And then I went around the corner. I was looking at this, like this little center display or something. I was kind of walking around. I left my cart. And this lady was over there looking at it. And I went back over there and she's like, oh, is this your cart? And I was like, yes. Don't take my doggy. Because it was the only one they had. Okay, I'm definitely going to just focus on the front half first. I feel like this is going to take forever to dry. It's so cute. I love how it's got its eyes closed. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do the winged liner because her eyes, I mean, you can really see it on one, the way she's sitting, but see how, and like her eyes are outlined in black and then the winged tip, and she's got like brown eyebrow, dark or almost black eyebrows. You can see the German Shepherd in her face. Sometimes when she's sitting there, I'll take and stand her ears up, and she really looks like a German Shepherd. She's so cute. Yeah, back up, lady. People will take things out of your cart. Especially if they don't know. You know, you never know. It could be somebody just left their cart there and went home, you know, gave up. Oh, I still can't breathe real good. I think we just stirred up all the pollen that was out there. He's been out there. It's supposed to rain. We're supposed to get rain today, and I think he said for like 5 days. So we probably won't do any more. I got because I got a pressure washer. Y'all, we used to have, I had the big pressure washer, the one that like from Home Depot that, you know, it's gas powered and you have to pull the thing like a lawnmower to crank it and all that. That thing was a pain in the butt. It was just a hassle. It was too, for me, I mean, I guess for a guy that would be different, but I just wanted to get out there and use it for little things. Like, I'm not going to pressure wash my house. That's too much. That's too much for me. But I got the coolest little pressure washer. It's perfect for women, I think. Or for small jobs, like around your house. Like if I want to just pressure wash a rug, or if I want to pressure wash like some little, like a little chair or a table. It's like the perfect size, and you just plug it in. You plug it in, you hook up your water hose to the little nozzle and turn on the water and go. And it's got like different attachments and stuff, but I mean, like that big one, I mean, this one, you don't have to put gas in it. You don't have to change the oil in it. That big one, it stopped working, and I had somebody look at it, and he's like, you need a new spark plug. And I'm like, a spark plug? Okay. This is too much. So this one is cool because, you know, sometimes you have something small you need to pressure wash. And then, like, Greg was moving this little table from the gazebo. He was taking stuff up to the driveway to pressure wash it. And I had a little, like a little metal table with the glass top. And he didn't realize the glass top wasn't, like, connected real good. And when he went to carry it through the gate, the glass slid off and just shattered into, like, a gazillion pieces. I was like, great. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, well, it's not a big table. It's just like a little side table. So I was like, oh, I could make another top for it. Because the base I thought was pretty good. So I asked him this morning. He said, I put that in the trash container. And I was like, what? So I'm out there. I'm like, he said, there's no trash in it. He said, I put it in the second container. So I was like, no, I'm going to make another. So I'm going to have to make another tabletop for that one. You worked out in the yard today. It's supposed to rain, so I haven't been out there. And y'all, we got one of those bug zappers. You know, the electric, like, you know, it's like a lantern, but it like zaps bugs. I was telling Greg, I said, we had one of those when I was younger, like when I was a kid. And I said, we must have been like rednecks or something, because we would sit out there and we were so entertained by this bug zapper. You know, especially if like a big bug went in there. And about that time, this big like mosquito thing goes in there, and it fried for at least a minute. Zzz, for a minute, and it was just sparking and all that. And we were, it's kind of terrible, but I was like, here we go again. We're entertained by a bug zapper. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Pam. Hello. Hey, Wendy. We got 2 Wendy's in here. Hang on. Hi, Shirley. See if I miss anybody. Hey, Marie. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are at an event, and it's with the Stand Tall Crafting Group. And Misty at the Crafty Farmers, she's up after me. But it's an all-day event. It's Crafter's Choice. So it'll be a wide variety of projects. I almost got on here and made something. Last year I made, and you know Facebook is deleting Facebook Lives, like our live videos, for, you know, because of storage. But last year, I can't remember if I did it here on my page or if I did it in my private group. I can't remember. But me and my daughter made pasta set. Oh, that's the wrong color. What am I doing? Hang on, that's classic caramel. I'm going to save that. We got on here and made pasta salad. And it was, can't remember which one we did. But it's so good. And I was just telling Greg, I was like, we need to make some more pasta salad because it's so good to keep in the fridge. You know, when you get snacky, or, you know, you don't feel like making lunch or whatever, you can just grab some. But when I made it on my page, I remember several people saying, oh, I made your pasta salad yesterday, or I made this. And I was like, so it got a lot of good feedback. And I bought the stuff. I'm going to make it again. So I thought about doing it on a live. So I might do that tomorrow. I don't think I'm in an event tomorrow. So, hey Janice. Hey Tracy. Hello. I am painting a dog. I'm trying to make it look like one of my dogs. Let's see. I gotta get up under the ears. Okay. How are we on time? Okay, we're good. All right. Sorry, this is kind of boring because all I'm doing is painting it brown. But I think it'll be interesting when I start doing the facial features. It's gonna be like doing makeup on it. But if y'all have any other ideas of things I could do for this butterfly on its nose, because the butterfly is broken in half. So I do plan to replace it. I want to see first if I can find like an old piece of jewelry, like a brooch or an old pendant that looks like a metal butterfly that I can make over. But if not, I think clay is a good idea. Make one out of clay. Y'all, I still have my kiln for where I used to do pottery, ceramics. I don't think I have any clay right now, though. I have to look. I have all the glazes and underglazes and all that stuff. If it's still good, I haven't checked. I haven't used that thing in a while. Okay. Look at the little feet. It's got, look at his little feet. It's got like the claws. I'll have to look at her feet to see how to paint them. Okay, I'm going to do the, well, we'll see how time goes. We'll see how the time goes. Hey, Donna. And, because I'm going to dry brush it too. So I don't want to do too much of the body separately, because I feel like, have you ever like painted something and like especially if you're doing more than one color and then you go back, it's hard to get it to look the same. But this, I mean, this might not be too bad. I'm going to seal it. I'll probably just get some polyacrylic spray. Give it a clear coat. Just because it's going to be outside and metal butterflies. I just need one. And I need it about, not very big. And I don't know how, if it's going to leave like a big hole. I will probably take this one off before I go and find one, because I'm wondering if I heat it up with the heat tool, will it come off easier? But I'm afraid it's going to leave like a little hole in its nose. So I might need something big enough to cover that. Or I can maybe patch the hole and maybe the butterfly will hide, you know, most of it. Okay. Can y'all see this? You know, if the comments are in your way, you can hit that little arrow. It's like a little V at the very bottom of your bottom left-hand corner of your phone. Not just the Facebook screen, but the bottom corner. Sometimes I see it and sometimes I don't see it. Hey, Bonnie. Hello. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to give it a quick dry so I can hold it. Let me just get this last little bit right here. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Hey, Melissa. Crickety Crafts. Hello. Hi, everybody. If anybody's new here, there's glue on here. If anybody's new here, my name is Jennifer. Welcome in. Welcome to my page. If you don't already follow, I'd love for you to tap the screen and look for those three little dots together. And if you tap that, it'll give you the option to follow. And actually, while you're there, it gives you the option to turn on, like, even if you're already following me, if you tap and then tap the little 3 dots, sometimes it'll give you like the options to turn on notifications. Like, I do know this, if you go to my page, let me show you. Let's see. Sorry, I got the sniffles. Who's pollen? Well, let me find somebody else. Let's see. Let's go to let me find somebody else. I'm trying to find somebody. Let me look up here. Janice. Okay, let me find Janice. Hold on. Vintage country crafting. Okay, Janice, I'm gonna use you as an example. Hang on, let me dry him a little bit more. Okay, so go to whoever's, any of your favorite crafters, because I see people say all the time, I didn't know you were on, so go to, well, hang on. I tried to do Michelle, but it says like following. Hold on. What am I logged in? Okay, I'm in Studio J. Let me go in as me, as my personal page. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's type in, okay, let me show y'all. So I'm just going to use Janice as an example. So go to a page. I had to go in. I went in as Studio J Company, and it, instead of saying following, it said liked. So you know how sometimes you go to follow somebody and it only gives you the option to like their page? Maybe it's if you're on your business page or something. I don't know. But okay, I'm going to use Janice as an example. So you go to your favorite crafters pages, right? And where it says, like under their profile picture, where it says follow, if it's blue and it says follow or like, tap it so that you follow them or like them. But see, I already follow her. So it says following, right there, following. And if you tap that where it says following, oops, hold on, following, it gives you options like unfollow, default, or favorites. If you tap favorites, sorry, Janice, I didn't have you as a favorite. It was just default. If you tap favorites, you'll see posts higher in your feed. Default, you'll see all posts in their usual order. And then unfollow, you unfollow them. Don't do that. But if you hit favorites, then they'll show up more up in your feed. If you are on your phone and you do that, see, that's on my iPad. My iPad's so old. If you do it on your phone, I noticed like it'll give you options like for lives, notifications, post, all that stuff. So you can turn on notifications. Because I've noticed like certain people that I follow, like my phone will notify me. It'll say like, so-and-so is live right now. So just so you know, because I know a lot of people ask about turning on notifications, and that's one of the ways. That's one of the ways I know, if that helps anybody. So I think it really depends on what device you're on. That'll make a difference too. Okay, I'm about halfway through my segment. So let me get up under this ear. It's still black. I didn't even put primer on it. And it's looking like I didn't even have to do that primer. That's nice. That was a waste of paint. All right, let's see. I'm excited to get to the face. All right, so if you came in late, I've got this little statue of a dog, and I'm going to try to make it look a little bit like my dog, one of my dogs. Maggie, this one. Silly Maggie. Okay, so oh wait, I gotta do her chest because her chest has white on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that part real quick. She's still wet. This is going to be fun to sit out and see how the dogs react to it. I mean, especially Stella losing her mind over a bird feeder. What's she going to think about the dog? I used to have cats, 2 really big cats. I'm talking like one was 30 pounds. The other one was like 20 something pounds. They were 2 big cats. Hey, Karen. Hey, Christy. Wild child, Miss Maggie. That is definitely wild child, Miss Maggie. Okay. Real quick drying before I dry brush because otherwise you just smear it. But no, we had these cats. They were indoor cats. And I had bought one of those, you know those big owls you can get like Walmart, in the garden centers anywhere. Well, a lot of people put them out to scare away squirrels and birds, I guess. So we got one and we sat it on the front porch because squirrels come up on my front porch. They would make nests in our columns on our front porch. And one squirrel chewed a big hole in one of the columns. But they were constantly climbing down in there. So we bought this big owl. And I mean, it looked real. And we sat it on the porch. And one of my cats looked out the window at it and started hissing and peed on the floor and everything. I mean, it freaked him out. Must have scared him pretty bad. Hey, Susan. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jackie. All right, I'm just going to get at least dry to the touch. I'll start adding some color. I want some kind of small stiff brushes. I'm going to try to, around the eyes, because this one has its eyes closed. But Maggie's eyes have black. You can see the German Shepherd in her, like around her nose and her eyes, and her eyebrows. So I think I'm going to dry brush black, like where her eyes are. And I'm going to try to do that winged eyeliner that she has. Okay, so we can make sure her eyes are all dry. I wonder if I should do her fur first. Let me look at her. Hey, Branya. Okay, so her nose is black. All right, I think it's good. black, white. It's almost empty. For umber. Okay, some black. Hey, cute. Thank you. I hope it turns out. I hope it don't look silly. Okay. Like I said, if it doesn't look real good, if it looks kind of crappy, I'll probably just paint it to look like cement, like a cement statue. All right. All right, let's do some dry brushing. The good thing is it has like, the fur has like a texture. Look, I don't know if y'all can see. It's kind of textured like hair. So I'm hoping the dry brushing will stand out. Okay. I'll start with a little bit of white. I'll turn y'all where you can see better. Okay, so I'm gonna work. Her chest is white. Okay, let me look at her picture. These little paws or feet are in my way. Okay, I know her feet have white on them too. Just like little socks. See, if I do the white first, I can go back with that kind of caramel color. It's not quite as dark as what I painted the rest of her body. Okay, let's see. A little up here. She's got black all around her mouth, her nose. She's got some white here. Okay, this is like a process, so it's gonna look weird at first, I think. And again, she's fluffier than this dog. I call her Shaggy Maggie. Shaggy Maggie, Snaggy Maggie, because of her snaggletooth. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about this butterfly. It's going to get black on it, but this butterfly is going to go. So, let's mess with her eyes a little bit. And she's got, look at her. Okay, so her eyes, she's got like the black eyebrows. A little bit of an eyebrow. And then the winged eyeliner. So that's what we're going to go. But this one has its eyes shut. So it's going to be a little different. Do that little small, stiff brush. I just had it. There it is. I'm excited. Okay, it's black. All right, I'm gonna start out really light. I feel like I'm doing makeup on it. Kind of am. I just don't want it to look creepy. Because you know, eyes can either make it or break it. It can look possessed. That's how it is with dolls too. All right. Let's see. I might have to get a little liner brush to get in this little crease. Or a Sharpie. Sharpie would work too. Okay, so it's just a little closed eye. That's all it is. Okay, so then get in that little, it's almost got like a deep crease where the eye is. It's like carved in there. See if I can get my little brush in there. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do, the eyebrows. Hey, Kelly. Let's see. I'm so scared it's gonna look creepy. Because I always laugh at these little black eyebrows. It's not like her whole eyebrow. It's just, and she has the funniest facial expressions. I'm gonna get too much. Hang on. Sorry, I have to get like down in here. I feel like I'm face painting, like in a carnival. Sorry. I act like I forgot y'all were there. Do a little more white. So if you look at her eyes, she's got the eyebrow, and then it's like white right between the eyebrow and then where her eyeliner is. A little bit of white there. And then I'll do her nose, and around her mouth is black. That'll really start making it look like a German Shepherd, I hope. Okay. I'm going to dry brush the whole thing, so it's going to soften the whole thing up. Right now it stands out a lot. Hang on. Okay. Let me see what happens when I dry brush it a little bit. I'm going to dry brush it with some golden, I think it's called Classic Caramel. It's a little bit lighter than what I did on the body. Like I said, if this looks terrible, I can just paint it to look like a concrete statue. I don't think it'll be ruined. She does have a little bit of black in her ears, but not a lot. Okay. I don't know, the white, it looks so bright up there. It doesn't look that bright here. Wow, that white and that black, it pops up there on that camera. I'll have to take a picture of it outdoors with a natural light because it looks really bright up there. Okay, let's do the nose. I think that'll make a big difference. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Hello. All right, like I said, it's probably going to get on the butterfly, but that butterfly is going to come off, so I just don't want to pull it off yet. I mean, I guess I could, but maybe I should. Okay, so her whole mouth is black. Like I said, she's got German Shepherd in her, and you can really see it right there at her front of her face. The rest is like all Golden Retriever. I don't know why I'm trying to be so neat. Her whole, all of this, let's see, all the way up to, like I said, this dog is not the exact same. Her nose is a little more pointed than this, so. I'm gonna go back to here. Okay, it looks rough right now, y'all. But I'm just trying to get like the outline, how far back it's gonna go. It almost looks like it's muddy face. Do y'all remember, those of you that remember when I first got her, she was digging holes everywhere, like in her yard. She always had mud packed in her nose. She was constantly digging all throughout the yard. But she's still a digger. She likes to hide things. She likes to bury stuff out in the yard. And then my daughter's dog, Riley, he likes to go and find them and dig them up. So It's like constantly hide and seek. Okay, I went on time. We got about 7 minutes. Okay. Like I said, this dog has a shorter snout than her, so it's a little different. All right, do this, then I'm gonna soften this up a little bit. I'll have to take a picture of her next to it. See, see how she looks next to it. Okay. And don't forget, coming up after me is gonna be Misty at the Crafty Farmers. And I linked her page, but if you're watching this from the group, it's the Stand Tall Crafting group. If you're watching from there, you want to watch the whole event, all you have to do is refresh your page after each person finishes. And Krista has a shared in, so it'll pop right up as the next video. Okay, but thank y'all for being here. Like I said, she's got a little bit of black in her ears. I just don't know if I'm ready to mess with that butterfly yet. Okay, let me go back to the golden color. I know they dig holes out there, and if you're not paying attention, you go walking out there and you step in one. I almost broke my ankle one day. I was mad. Like, all right, stop digging. I'm gonna have to look at her feet, at her claws, to figure out. I can't remember if they're black. I know her feet look like she's wearing socks. Okay, let me dry this a little bit. It's that butterfly in the way. Oh, I got a bunch of black right there. That's your whole backyard. But it's so funny to see her dig. She'll dig and she'll look around. And then you see her out there hiding stuff. And then a few minutes later you look out and you see Riley in that same spot digging. And then he'll come back in the house with whatever he dug up. I'm like, no, don't bring that in the house. Well, I think it's looking better than it did. It was just black. It was like a black-green color. I posted a picture of the before. But I'm going to keep working on it. Like I said, it's not going to look exactly like her because it's not the same fuzzy like her. She's very shaggy. But I just want to... It just made me think of her when I saw the butterfly on the nose. Because that is like her. Her and Cooper both. They like to chase... Cooper likes to chase the bees, but then if he hears it buzzing, he takes off running. Okay, so here's... I'm going to soften it up a little bit. She does have a little bit of like white in hers. Let's try. much. Okay, I'm gonna hold it up. All right, so here's where we are so far. It looks so bright up there. It doesn't look anything like what I see. I don't know. I'll go back and watch the replay, but sometimes I'll hold something up to show y'all and I'm like, that's nothing like what I see because the light is so bright on it. But I'll take a picture of her outside. I'll try to blend this a little bit more. Yeah, I'll blend it out a little. I got 1 minute. All right. All right, my time is up. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I will, I might be on here tomorrow to do that pasta salad. That pasta salad is so good. If y'all remember, it had bacon in it. It had peas in it, but you could leave those out. But it was so good. It had some kind of dressing that you mix up and mix it with the pasta that was so good. So I'm going to make it again, and I'll share that recipe with y'all. So y'all go over and check out Misty at the Crafty Farmers, and I will see y'all later. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Bye.